lightning, thunder. It's the Storm Warning show on the come up with Big Groov and Ablakk too. Have your popcorn ready when you come through. We talking hurricanes and how they making moves with pick six to the houses and big hits like ooh. Next man step up, and that's the motto. We building up a dynasty today for tomorrow. BCS wins in them poll rankings again. If you ain't heard about the U, then homie, where you been? It gotta be something in the water, cause when it come to them trenches, you know the Canes is digging harder. If the legacy don't kill them, then the speed will. When you see that you on your schedule, just know that ain't gonna be no cheap thrill. Leave it all on the field. Been doing that for years. Play the game like how you practice, that's what it is. Canes causing havoc on the field. Hit the op so hard that they gon' have to go back and game plan and run drill. The game on the line on fourth, we gon' go. And keep on coming up like the Storm Warning show. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, baby? Yeah. Hey, man, what we about to do about 7:30, man? What we doing at 7:30, man?
Hey, look, man. 7:30. Line that ish up on the 50, and let's go. Yak.
First, all right. So let me jump in. A lot of people that don't follow me on Instagram and all that stuff, and X, well, formerly known as Twitter. Let me come on here and formally say this, because I know a lot of people on here has been waiting to hear me say this, and I would like to apologize to Mario Cristobal for doubting him for 3 years. He gave me some good reasons too, but a lot of people, including yourself, was saying be patient, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. But hey, me, I was told that he was the guy from the jump, and I wanted to see results from the jump. Do I regret anything I said? Hell no. Am I man enough to admit when I'm wrong and I've been proven wrong? Yes, I was wrong. I've been proven wrong like I've always wanted to be proven wrong. I've said it multiple times. I pray he proves me wrong, and he's proven me wrong. So big kudos to Mario Cristobal, man. You've done something that no other coach has been able to do since 2002, and that's to get us into the national championship game. And even if we lose, my hat's off to you. So win or lose, you gained a believer. Until, like I said, he got a year or two grace from me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say nothing else bad about him. Even if he get blown out, I can't say anything bad about him because the simple fact that he got us to this stage. So major kudos to him and the staff, and especially that new strength and conditioning coach for getting these guys playing like the Miami Hurricanes of old that we've, you know what I'm saying, that we grew, you know, that made us become, a fan. But let's talk about this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Indiana, they on what? They on almost a 20-some game win streak or something like that. No, it's not that, man. Is it something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, they 15-0.
Yeah, they undefeated.
Nobody giving us a chance.
Nope, nobody. You know, everybody. I was watching something earlier today, bro, where one dude said,
"What up, Big Mac?"
Well, one dude said, "What up, Big Mac?" Well, one dude said, even if the spread was at 20, he was taking Indiana over us. like, yo, it's like the disrespect is so crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. And okay, cool. Let it be what it be. But once again, they keep talking about when Miami had their 2 slip-ups, right? We all know. Cool. But they're not
one of those people.
Yeah, but they're not talking about the near mishaps that Indiana had.
Penn State, Iowa,
Washington State, all held them under
Ohio State
held them under 4 yards per rush, right? Ohio State is the closest thing to a defense that they're gonna see like ours, but it ain't ours. It ain't ours. And
we've proven that when we whooped them worse than they did. Than they did with Ohio State.
Exactly. We dominated Ohio State from start to finish. And I think we honestly left.
We left some meat on the bone. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know it, because I said this like last week when I did Ablakk Thought, and I was talking boxing. And I said, you know, my brother, he could talk boxing. But you know, bro, you already know. just because you watch tape, when you watch film on a boxer, yeah, you may think, yeah, where Roy Jones keep a low hand. Okay, you can see that from film, but when you get in the ring with him, it's something totally.
It come a lot faster and a lot more clever than what you think.
Exactly.
I may look beatable. And
it look beatable.
Floyd Mayweather always said that shit always look good from the outside of the ring.
Yeah,
it always look good outside the ring.
What you say, Groov? What you say, bro? You gotta know the angles.
you gotta know the angles. You gotta know how to work the ring, man. You gotta know how to do that, man. And that kind of brings up a point that I've been trying to make to a lot of Miami haters / Georgia fans / Alabama fans / Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy Lane gone, so fuck Ole Miss. So, but like I've been trying to tell them, our offensive line and defensive line is better than any team they've played this year, including Ohio State.
Way better.
Way better. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing about Mario, he's gonna run the ball. He's not gonna go away from it.
Yep.
But what I need for them to do is to make them stay honest. But we need to take some deep shots. We have to take some deep shots.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? To make them have to respect the pass.
Yeah.
I want us to establish the run. I think we're gonna beat them by wearing them down second half. Because this is what I think is gonna happen. I think first quarter is gonna be a close, hard fought, adrenaline rush, adrenaline high. You feel what I'm saying? Both teams in there to play. It's a big heavyweight fight. But
right.
like the great Floyd, the Terrence Crawford, those guys, we just collecting data.
That's it.
We gonna turn them into front runners. And when I say front runners, I mean the first half, they look good. But at the second half of the fight, they're gonna fade. And that's what the Mario and the Great Wall of Mirrorball is gonna come into effect. I think we're gonna run the ball, control the clock. And then second half, you're going to see those 3 and 4 yard rushes turn into 20, 15 to 20, 30-yard runs.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I think we're going to see an influx of I think they're going to switch up the tempo with the backs to keep those guys fresh because they know at the end of the game, we got to be able to run the ball to seal the game. And that's what we was able to do against Ohio State and Ole Miss. I don't think they're gonna shy away from the game plan in those other games because at the end of the day, your job is to stop what I'm doing. You got to stop me. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they may say, "Yeah, man, we're gonna stunt in this and turn." And I've seen some breakdowns where they do a lot of pick with the D tackle to try to free up the looper to stop the run. You're not going to be able to do that against us. Our guys are really well coached and fundamentally sound when it comes to run blocking. Now, pass rush, you may get some holding calls from there from time to time, but running that ball, we do that with perfection.
Oh, yeah.
We do that with perfection.
And look, and Coach Saban broke it down today. He said, Indiana likes to do a lot of stunting, a lot of looping. He said, first of all, Miami outweighs their D-line by 50 pounds.
Yep.
Right? He said, so they like to do a lot of stunting and all this other stuff. He said, but you notice, he said, Miami, they don't take big splits.
Big splits.
We don't take big splits. So you looping, it really doesn't do you any purpose. Because they, like Coach Saban said, our offensive line moves together. 1 step, 2 step, 1 step, 2 step to pick that shit up. And if we catch you in a stunt and we're running,
oh yeah. And we got a 200+ pound monster that can take that bitch to the house.
Yeah.
Mark Fletcher Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll take it to the crib. And hopefully Pringle gets some Brown. I love Pringle. I love the burst that Pringle gets.
Oh, yeah.
To me, he's the most explosive back we have. He's a liability in pass coverage. So that's why I think we haven't really seen much of him in later games. But Mark Fletcher is the total package. I love that he's coming back next year, but he's making himself a lot of money to get drafted in the first 2 rounds coming up next year. I just pray that, everything stays he stays injury free next year. Right. But he's playing his way into a day 1 draft pick by his playoff performance. Also, if he wins MVP, because that's who I got winning the MVP is Mark Fletcher Jr. If he wins it, I think he should leave. Me personally, because that's gonna be on everybody's mind.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But defensively, I think we're gonna be able to rush four and get pressure, and we're gonna be able to nullify that RPO BS that they love to do.
Rush 4,
Because a
drop
lot
8.
of those guys, huh?
I said rush 4, drop 8. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because a lot of those guys was having to bring pressure. Oregon had to bring; they was bringing pressure. We blitz, but we don't really blitz like that. We're able to get pressure with our four guys, and that's been the biggest advantage for us in the playoffs because of our front four has been able to get pressure. They may not get the sack, but that quarterback got that time. I'm like, boy, that boy banging on this side, but I can't go to this side because Meldor right there. So let me, you know what I'm saying? Then we got that pressure up the middle with Blunt and Moulton. So it's just organized chaos that you put. It's constant. It's constant mental pressure that you're putting on the quarterback. And we've played this quarterback before, and we hit this quarterback before, and we befuddled this quarterback before. So and that's why I keep telling people, hey, we played this guy before.
Yeah.
We played him before.
We did.
We got film on him.
And the
we know what he don't like to do. We've game planned for him before.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So people just making him be out to this Superman, but it's like, bro, he's no Lamar Jackson. Honestly, personally, he's not even better than the Ole Miss quarterback.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's good.
But he's not better than the Ole Miss quarterback. He's not, to me, he's not better than Reed. He doesn't, I would say this, he doesn't pose the same threats as those guys.
Yeah,
if that
like
makes
you
sense.
said, rush 4. We could rush 4 and get home and drop 7. Yeah, that's gonna cause a lot of problems for them. It's gonna cause a lot of problems for them. And like you said, we played them last year. You know what I'm saying? That defense he played against last year isn't the defense he's gonna play against right now.
Exactly.
It's not the defense he's gonna play right now. That back end that he's gonna play against this year, nothing like the back end he played last year. Totally different. Totally different.
But one thing I will say, one takeaway that I hated last week, and I'm glad we prevailed, was the turnovers. We cannot, that's the only thing. We cannot have the same amount of penalties that we had last week and expect to beat this team. Because the simple fact, they're very disciplined and they have a very good coach. He's going to have them boys ready to play. But this is going to be a situation where my really big Jimmys and Joes are going to beat your well-coached Jimmys and Joes this week. Because I think the talent, and I think Coach Mario and staff has been coaching their ass off this playoff run. Well, actually, since they last lost, they've really been coaching well. We haven't really had any close games.
Nah, we haven't. You
see what I'm saying? They've been coaching their ass off.
Yeah,
this is why I think. See, this is another saying. I love to refer back to boxing. It's a saying that we say: a good big man will always beat a good little man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Here's another boxing joint too. Yo, styles make fights.
Your biggest defensive lineman is 6'3". We average 6'6" across the board and 330.
Yeah. 330. Yeah.
You're gonna wear down. I don't care how coached you are. I don't care how well coached you are. We got talent. We got depth at the offensive line.
You remember what was it when we played Ole Miss? You remember how Big 51 was sucking wind towards the end of the game, right? He was
that boy did like this. Boy did he did one of these numbers like this when Beck scored that touchdown.
Yeah,
he did one of these numbers like that, laid on the ground for like 8 seconds.
Yeah,
he was gassed. He was gassed.
And then my thing is like Indiana. Okay, yes, you're a very disciplined team. You're a good team, but you have not faced a team as physical and as fast as this team you about to play in 2 hours.
That's true.
And we've been our team, bro, has been getting disrespected all week from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
From everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I put my bet in. I got it at plus 265. So I'm just waiting to collect. Because
Bro,
this, honestly, bro, I don't think this game is going to be close. I think Miami's going to do it like the last red and white team we played with a Heisman winning quarterback.
and look, and it's
We're
funny you
going to do
say
them
that,
the
right?
same exact way we did to the last red and white team that had a Heisman winning quarterback. I'm
It's funny
telling
you
you, that's
say
how
that.
the game is going to look.
It's
You're
funny
going
you
to see
say that.
Malachi get off. You're going to
Yep.
see the running backs get off. You're going to see the defense out there having fun. I'm telling you, it's about to be this type of game because those guys have been the underdog every
Every game.
game in the playoffs.
Every game,
Double
bro.
digits.
Every
Except for
game we've
one.
been every game. Texas A&M, that we gonna get whipped by them.
Oh, it
Ohio
went up to
State,
275. I got it at 265. Terrence. Damn.
Ohio State was supposed to blow us out. Ole Miss,
Yep.
yeah. And it's been all week, bro. All week. It's pretty much, it's almost like why are we
We have
showing
no
up?
chance.
Yeah, why are we showing up to the game? Just give the game, just give the trophy to Indiana. Why are we showing up?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They already reading their press clippings. It's like like for instance, you know, Media Row, right? Media Row. So they was asking Indiana receiver Cooper, like comparing him, like ask him, do you think your Indiana team can beat the LSU team of 2019? I'm like, yo, if that's me, I'm saying to him, to that
I'm
reporter,
focused.
I'm focused. They won a title. I'm trying to get there. If we win, then I'll revisit that question. But until then, I'm not thinking about that. We're not on any champions level because we ain't champions. But for him to answer it and say, yeah, we will beat that team. Bro, your focus is off. Your focus is off.
Yeah. Well, they about to find out here in an hour or so.
Bro.
They about to find out.
Hey, look, man. I've been telling folk, I'm like, it's almost like when Ali fought Foreman. Everybody thought Foreman was gonna kill him. But what you say? Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, they just collecting data. Ali collected data that whole fight until he saw his opening and whack, 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 and it was over. So, bro.
Hey, man, stick to the game plan. Run the ball. Wear them down. Play action. Convert. Keep it short distance on third downs.
Yep.
Don't get behind the sticks on early downs. And it's a championship for the Miami Hurricanes. And I'm going to get a new tack. And I'm going to say this. For the people that say you never get Mario props, if he wins a natty, he deserves a statue with every other Miami great legendary coach. He deserves a statue. And I would say he deserves a statue more so than Coker did because he built this team himself. Okay, he had the portal, but still, these are his guys. Some of these guys he recruited out of high school. This is his team. He didn't take over this team. You feel what I'm saying? He did it year 4. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him his props on that. You feel me?
Right.
So Robert is a clown. I don't know who Robert is.
No, you're talking about Robert Griffin.
Oh, Robert Griffin the third. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm anxious, man. I'm anxious to get to the spot and watch the game, man.
Bro, I feel like I'm about to play, bro. You know how it is. You sitting there, bro, and it's like you looking at the clock. You going through warm up. You're getting taped up. You got the butterflies. Your palms are sweaty. Hell yeah.
What's the score prediction, man? Let's get a score prediction so I can get ready to get on this road.
Let me see. I had it like 30, what I said, like 35, 17, 28, 14, something like that.
My score prediction is 31-14. Miami.
I can see that. I can see that.
31-14 Miami. I think, like I said, I think the first quarter would be close, and I think we will start pulling away mid-second quarter and take over in the second half. And you're gonna start seeing the guys having fun on the sideline. You're gonna see Michael Irvin. You're gonna see Michael Irvin in the 4-point stand barking and all that stuff. We're gonna see a lot of, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna see some fans crying. You know what I'm saying. You're gonna see Mario still with his game face on, talking about the game ain't over yet.
Right.
This is the type of game that I think is gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Honestly, I was more nervous about playing Ole Miss and Ohio State than I am. I thought Oregon would have been a harder matchup for Miami for the style wise than Indiana. because they can match us with size.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I think the size will be the difference. I think you're gonna see Alabama versus Notre Dame type game. You remember when they played Notre Dame when they just
Yeah.
ran the ball on them?
Yeah,
I
just
think you're
destroy.
gonna see a Michigan when Michigan won the title. I think you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna see that type of performance where they dominate with the run. I think you're gonna see that. That's what type of performance I think you're gonna see today against with the Miami Hurricanes. I just think those guys are ready. Mario has had those guys ready and prepared to play ever since that second loss. It woke him up. And I think, he did a hell of a job of getting these boys one game at a time in the playoffs.
Yep.
And you can tell they believe.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a dominant performance from Miami and Mario Cristobal cementing himself as a top 3 coach in college football after tonight's game. And that it was money well spent.
Yeah, keep it simple,
So,
man. Run the ball, bomb
don't try
them
to get pretty.
Yeah.
Don't try to get pretty.
Right.
Do what you've been doing to get where you at.
Exactly. Run.
You make them have to adjust to you.
Yeah.
You make them have to adjust to you.
Because they play a lot of zone. They play
Mm-hmm.
a lot of zone. So that's a light box.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. That's a light box with it. So a light box, we run it. We want
Beck, I need you to be the ultimate game manager. That's all I need you to do, Beck. The ultimate game manager. That's all. Use your legs because you do a very good job of getting the sneaky first downs. Continue to do what you're doing. You do not have to be Superman tonight.
Exactly.
Take the plays that are there to make the plays that are there to be made. Do not try to do anything outside of your element. All right? And we go goddamn stroll, you feel me, to a victory, man. But hey, man, can y'all please hit that like and subscribe button? You know what I'm saying? Hey, please. And we're gonna do another show, win or lose. Oh, we're gonna do another show, win or lose, tonight or tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow, because after we win tonight, I'm gonna be hoarse. I ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get me another medicine ball from Starbucks because I'm gonna be celebrating so hard. You feel me?
Right.
So, but yeah. But man, we finna get ready to get out of here, man. I gotta get on this road so I can go watch the game. But we're gonna be texting back and forth during the game, man. And I appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. I'm about to hit this road. You got anything? You got anything else you want to say before we do it?
Hey, nah, man, look, like I said, we appreciate y'all for tapping in, all 91 of y'all, before this game gets kicked off at 7:30. But yo, tell a cane to subscribe, hit your post notification bell so you will be alerted. Hit the like button so they know we not no bots. This is real to get us back in the algorithms. And yo, man, it feels good to be in this position. Damn, it feels good.
Damn, it feels good. This thing, baby.
Yaka.